What happens when money suddenly stops motivating you? No more? Seriously. Imagine waking up one day and realizing that no more salary, no more bonus, no more extra zero in your bank account excites you anymore. Sounds crazy, right? But here's the shocking truth: this happens to more people than you think. And when it does, their entire life changes. For most of our lives, we're taught one simple thing: money equals motivation. Work harder, earn more, live better. It's a straightforward formula. But here's the twist: what if money loses its power over you? What if you reach a point where earning more doesn't make you feel more successful, more excited, or even more alive? This isn't some far-off fantasy. It's a very real psychological shift that millions of people experience, especially after they hit their first major financial goals. It is the moment your brain decides there is something more important than the number in your bank account. And that's when everything starts to feel different. The first sign that money no more longer motivates you is actually quite subtle. You hit a milestone you once dreamed of. Maybe it's a certain income, a specific savings target, or a lifestyle you've always wanted. But instead of feeling this wave of fulfillment and joy, you feel nothing. It's an empty feeling, almost anticlimactic. Your brain no more longer releases that hit of dopamine from financial rewards. You don't get that "wow, he finally made it" feeling anymore. Why? Because once your basic needs are comfortably met, your brain fundamentally moves the goalpost. It's no more longer about survival or security. Now, you're not chasing money, you're chasing meaning. This isn't a failure, it's an evolution. Your internal compass is recalibrating, pointing you toward a new, deeper destination. It's the beginning of a quest for something that a paycheck, no more matter how large, simply can't buy. So, when money stops being the main driver, what takes its place? A completely new set of motivations begins to rise to the surface, and they're far more powerful in the long run. First, you start seeking mastery. You begin to care more about getting genuinely better at your craft, not just getting richer from it. The process of improving becomes the reward itself. Second, you crave autonomy. You want freedom over your time and your choices, not just more money to buy things. The ability to decide what you work on, when you work, and how you work becomes priceless. Third, you search for purpose. You feel a deep need to contribute to something bigger than yourself, not just accumulate more wealth. Finally, you start focusing on impact. Helping others, making a difference in someone's life, suddenly feels infinitely more fulfilling than just helping your bank account grow. This is why you see so many successful people pivot in their careers. Athletes start charitable foundations. Entrepreneurs leave their billion-dollar companies to start passion projects. Creators shift their focus from making video for views and money to making video that carry real meaning and value. They've realized that the next level of success isn't financial, it's personal. Now, here's the part that almost no more one talks about. When money stops being your primary motivator, you might actually feel completely lost. It can be a disorienting and confusing time. Why does this happen? Because for years, maybe even decades, money gave your life direction. It was the scoreboard. It told you whether you were winning or losing the game of life. And without that clear scoreboard, you might not know what to chase next. This is a real psychological phenomenon, sometimes called the post-financial freedom funk. It's that feeling of what now? After you've achieved what you thought you always wanted. But the solution to this funk is incredibly powerful. And it lies in rediscovering what truly drives you. The real source of long-term, sustainable motivation comes from three core things that money can't directly purchase. The first is growth, the feeling of getting better every single day, of learning new skills, and of evolving as a person. The second is contribution, knowing that your existence benefits someone else, that your work matters in the grand scheme of things. And the third is connection, building deep, meaningful relationships that matter more than any asset. These drivers last longer, burn brighter, and bring a much deeper sense of fulfillment than money ever could on its own. And when you manage to combine financial stability with this kind of purpose-driven living, that's when life becomes truly extraordinary. You're no more longer just surviving, you're thriving on a whole new level. So, what happens when money doesn't motivate you anymore? You stop chasing numbers, and you start chasing meaning. You stop asking, how much can he earn? And you start asking, how much can he become? And that, right sir, is where real, lasting success truly begins. Thanks for watching, and if this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more.